So we've created a schoolwork assignment and we have assigned it to a group of students. Now they've completed it and it's time for us to grade. So once that schoolwork is sent out and some of it comes back, you'll find it here in this needs grading. So let me show you one way to grade that. So this schoolwork was just essay questions. So the students had to type in an answer. And I want to look at all of the submissions. So I'm going to click this, which is going to let me navigate from one submission to the other as I grade. So I can go backwards and forwards to see those. So this is a really nice feature. I suppose this had some multiple choice and some essay questions. Well, the multiple choice questions would have already been graded by the computer, so we could click this to hide the ones that have already been graded and show you only those that you need to deal with to assess for yourself. So I read this question and I say, that earns 4 out of 5 points, that earns 5 out of 5 points, that's going to earn 2 out of 5 points. This was an okay attempt. Next time. I could also grade and send back an option to retake. So they didn't meet the expectations I have. I grade it. They have to retake this assessment, try again to improve that. I could attach a rubric that I used to grade this. So I could choose a file and put it here, and I'm going to submit the grade. And so you can see now that it moves me on to grade the next one. So I grade the next one and so on. So let's show quickly here. Submit grade. Another one to grade. I think I had 10 of these. So let's go ahead and get back to look at this. So I know I need to grade a specific student. So I've clicked here on the name of students, and I can go back and see all of the ones that have already been graded, the ones that the student didn't complete. I'm sorry, the student completed and I haven't graded, so I want to go back in and view this, and I can grade this one now. And so it's going to let me go through and deal with each student grade one at a time. This means that this student, who isn't actually a student, took a look at this homework but didn't actually submit it. And you can then see what it is that they have done so far. And if it's in progress, that means you can talk to the student about making sure that that gets turned in. So here's some live reports. And I can look at the reports of students who got the grades on there. You can see that the grades they got, notice they're giving it to us in different colors. So green means they're going to have met that expectation. Yellow means they're kind of on the borderline of what we would consider acceptable for that, and red is that they haven't completed or they've gotten a score below where we would hope that they would be, so you can assess that. And here's submissions list. So here's a way for me to list in alphabetical order all of the grades that my students have gotten. We don't have a way to export these grades directly from my big campus into PowerSchool yet, hoping for that to come along very soon. But in the meantime, you could go ahead and get a list of these scores, and there's another way that you can get that differently. And then you can look at percentages of students who got this question right. And we can go back in at this point and we could have edited the schoolwork or edit the properties of this, so I can go through and change the start and end date once it's already assigned. All right, so that was a look at schoolwork that you had to grade yourself and some of the features of how to grade that. Let me take you through an assignment that's I've already graded. That was taken by, oops, that's not where I want it. That was taken by a full class set of students to see what information we can get from that grading. So, exploring magnetism virtually. Now notice if this had any assignments that still needed to be graded, it would show me here, and when I clicked on it I could go to the grade tab, but the grading's already been done. So let me go in a different way. So the grading's already been done. I want to take a look at what they did on this and what scores they got. So I can go in here to the questions and see the questions I asked, and I can go to assignees. So you'll notice I had 4 classes that took this, and I had a group for each class so that I could go in and see just period 2's work. So I'm going to push show submissions, and so here's all of the work that they did. And again, to get back to that screen where I was grading, I can say view, And you'll see this looks like the screen I had before. I'm going to go ahead and push all so I can navigate from one to the next. You'll see this now becomes live um, clicks for me to navigate. And you'll notice this time the computer has already graded the multiple choice questions. So let's say I disagree with this. She actually got that right. Or even I want to give a partial credit for that. I can go back in and edit the points that are there. Scroll on through and I can see that the essay answers are there. So this was a longer assignment. Again, I can type comments, upload a file, and submit a grade. So that's a quick overview of once an assignment has been created, how you navigate through grading it. Again, let's take a look at live reports, and this should be able to give me more information since I had more students complete this. Here's the submissions list, so the grade that they got. I can go in and take a look at the question stats. So again, with multiple choice, this is where we're going to find these question stats so useful. So 95% of the students got this question right. 62% of the students got this question right, and so forth. And so this would let me then, of course, dig into the data and see what reteaching needs to be done. So this is a little bit about how to use schoolwork within My Big Campus. Key is, once you get the hang of it, to begin exploring and trying to see what things that you can navigate through and what you have to change. Notice I can go to all assignees and show all of the submissions that have been given there. Actions, this lets me go directly to the reports tabs that we were looking at. So a little bit about schoolwork there.